Chosen one, your soulmate's ex had a dangerous plan. But the police caught them. God says, my child, you are walking under my protection. Close your eyes. Breathe softly now. Feel my divine presence around you. A hidden storm was raging in the dark. You did not see it. You did not hear it. But I saw everything. Your soulmate has been trapped in a heavy silence. They were dealing with a dark shadow from their past. Their ex could not let go. That person carried a very dark energy. They wanted to destroy the beautiful bridge between you and your soulmate. They designed a highly dangerous plan to hurt both of you. It was a secret plot born out of pure jealousy. But my eyes never sleep. I watch over my chosen ones. I put a wall of angels around your life. The danger was moving closer to your door. The negative forces were planning a final strike. Then the divine intervention happened. The earthly authorities became my instruments. The police caught them right before the trap could snap shut. The dangerous plan failed completely. Justice was served swiftly in the dark. My child, listen carefully. The person meant for you was shivering in fear. They knew the malice of their past partner. They felt helpless against that bitter rage. You were completely oblivious to this looming threat. You were simply praying for love. You were wondering why the connection felt blocked. The block was not spiritual. It was a physical danger waiting in the shadows. Your soulmate's ex had tracked your movements. They had gathered dark intentions to ruin your peace. They wanted to create a permanent separation. They could not bear to see your soulmate find true happiness. Jealousy is a cruel fire. It burns the one who holds it. It makes people do desperate things. This ex was spinning a web of absolute chaos. They wanted to frame a situation. They wanted to cause physical and emotional harm. It was a calculated trap. Look at the sky tonight. The stars are shining for you. You were preserved from a sudden disaster. My hand moved the chess pieces of reality. The police received an anonymous tip at the perfect second. They intercepted the danger on a quiet road. The evidence was clear. The malicious intent was documented. The handcuffs clicked in the cold night air. The threat was neutralized completely. Your soulmate received the phone call 2 hours ago. Their hands began to shake violently. They wept tears of absolute relief. They realized that a higher power was protecting their future. They realized that you are a sacred soul. Bringing harm to you carries a heavy cosmic price. The universe defended your union before it even fully bloomed. Do not skip a single word of this message. Something massive is shifting in your reality right now. The dark cloud has split wide open. The golden light is pouring into your room. You have passed the ultimate hidden test. Your faith kept you safe even when you did not know you needed safety. The enemy thought they were clever. They thought their footsteps were silent. But I hear the heartbeat of the wicked. I trip their feet before they reach your boundary. The police sirens were the sound of my deliverance. The flashing blue lights brought an end to your soulmate's long nightmare. They are finally free from the terror of the past. The chains are broken into pieces. The road toward you is being swept clean right now. My child, listen closely. Your soulmate is sitting in a quiet room at this very moment. They are looking at your picture with a racing heartbeat. They feel an intense wave of gratitude. They know you are the chosen one. They know your pure soul brought this divine protection into their life. The ex is behind cold bars now. They are facing the heavy consequences of their choices. They cannot reach you anymore. They cannot whisper lies anymore. The legal system has locked the door on their malice. This is your moment of absolute victory. The silence you felt for weeks was actually a battlefield. The battle is over. The victory is yours. Stay until the final layer unfolds. You need to understand the magnitude of this protection. You were sleeping peacefully while angels were fighting for your life. Your soulmate was praying in agony. They did not want their past baggage to destroy your beautiful future. They were ready to walk away just to keep you safe. Their silence was a sacrifice. They were trying to shield you from the crazy rage of their ex. But I do not allow the wicked to dictate the path of my chosen children. I stepped into the arena. I shook the earth. I brought the law to your defense. The danger has vanished like smoke in the wind. Your soulmate is preparing to speak the truth now. They are no longer hiding behind fear. They see the divine stamp on your connection. They know that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The police report is the closing chapter of their past. The open road is the beginning of your shared future. Breathe deeply. Let the tension leave your shoulders. You are safe. You are loved. The dangerous plan has collapsed into dust. The truth has prevailed. My promises are real. Your soulmate is coming to you with an open heart. The barrier is gone forever. My child, listen carefully. This ex had been watching your social media profiles for months. They were analyzing your daily routines. They wanted to find the exact moment to strike. Their heart was filled with absolute bitterness. They could not accept that your soulmate had moved on. They could not handle the fact that your soulmate chose you. You possess a light that hurts their darkness. The plan involved tracking your location. They wanted to confront you in a lonely place. They had prepared false allegations to ruin your reputation. They even had physical means to cause a massive accident. It was a very dark and dangerous conspiracy. You must realize that your life is highly valuable to me. I do not let random events dictate your destiny. When the ex started driving toward your location, my angels intercepted their mind. They made them reckless. They made them commit a small driving error. A police cruiser noticed the erratic driving. They pulled the vehicle over on the highway. When the officers checked the car, they discovered everything. They found the notes. They found the photos of your home. They found the dark tools meant for the dangerous plan. The evidence was completely undeniable. The police recognized the immediate threat. They placed the ex under arrest on the spot. My child, listen closely. This is why you felt an unexplainable anxiety yesterday. Your spirit knew that a battle was happening in the unseen world. You felt a heavy weight on your chest. You thought it was just stress. It was actually your soul reacting to the spiritual warfare. Your soulmate was also pacing the floor of their room. They had a terrible gut feeling. They knew their ex was capable of extreme malice. They were crying out to me to protect you. Their prayers joined with your innocence. That combined energy created an unbreakable shield around your life. The danger was stopped just 10 miles away from your house. The police are currently finalizing the paperwork. The charges against the ex are incredibly severe. They will not be getting out on bail anytime soon. The law is taking this situation very seriously. Your soulmate is now talking to the detectives. They are explaining the long history of harassment they faced. They are revealing how toxic that past relationship truly was. This arrest is a massive breakthrough. It forces the truth into the open light. Your soulmate no longer has to hide their love for you. The shadow has been removed by the hands of justice. Do not look back at the past with fear. The enemy tried their absolute best to break you. They wanted to steal your joy before it could start. But my protection is absolute. I use the systems of the world to defend my children. The flashing lights of that police car were my eyes shining in the dark. The handcuffs were my way of saying that enough is enough. The dangerous plan has turned into a trap for the one who created it. They are now trapped in the consequences of their own hatred. You are standing tall. My child, listen carefully. Your soulmate wants to hold your hand right now. They want to tell you how sorry they are. They feel responsible for bringing this negativity near your life. But you must not let them feel guilty. This was a cosmic test of your alignment. True love always faces opposition from the dark. The fact that the police caught them proves that your union is divinely ordained. The universe will literally arrest anyone who tries to stop your destiny. You are moving into a season of complete peace. The noise of the past is fading away. Breathe in the fresh air of this new day. The danger is gone. The plan has failed. The police have locked the door. Your soulmate is free. You are safe. Every single detail was handled by my divine wisdom. Trust the process. Stay until the final layer unfolds. Something beautiful is blooming from these ashes. You are the chosen one. Your love has already won the battle. The heavy walls of silence that built up over many months are finally beginning to crack open tonight. My child, listen closely. Your soulmate was living inside a prison of absolute terror and intense emotional isolation. They carried a massive burden that they could never share with you because they feared for your safety. Every single day, they wore a fake smile to hide the deep agony tearing their heart apart. They wanted to reach out to you so badly, but the shadow of their ex was always looming over their shoulder. That toxic person had threatened to destroy everything your soulmate loved if they ever tried to move on. They used fear as a weapon to control their mind and paralyze their actions completely. Your soulmate felt completely trapped between their intense love for you and the dangerous malice of their past. They chose to stay distant from you because they believed their absence would keep you safe from harm. It was an agonizing choice that broke their spirit every single night as they cried themselves to sleep. They watched you from afar, wishing they could explain the hidden war they were fighting in the dark. My child, listen carefully. The pride and the fear that kept them away are now melting away like ice under the warm sun. They realized that trying to fight this dark battle alone was a massive mistake that almost cost them everything. When the ex began to notice the undeniable spiritual bond between you and your soulmate, their rage turned into madness. They started monitoring every single move, waiting for a chance to strike at your peace and harmony. Your soulmate saw the dangerous look in their ex's eyes and knew that a storm was coming toward your life. They built massive emotional walls to push you away, hoping the ex would lose interest in hurting you. Every cold response they gave you was actually a desperate attempt to shield your pure soul from total destruction. Their heart was breaking into 1,000 pieces while they pretended to be indifferent and distant from your love. You thought they did not care about you, but they were actually sacrificing their own happiness to keep you alive. Look at how the divine light is exposing the hidden traps that were set for your beautiful journey. The resistance that your soulmate maintained for so long is completely crumbling into dust at this very moment. They can no longer pretend that they do not need your presence and your comforting energy in their life. The terrifying event of the police intervention has shattered their illusions of handling this dangerous situation by themselves. They see clearly now that my divine hand is actively protecting this sacred connection from the wicked forces. The fear that once paralyzed their vocal cords has turned into a burning desire to tell you the absolute truth. They are tired of running, tired of hiding, and tired of letting a toxic ghost dictate their future happiness. The collapse of their ex's dangerous plan has opened their eyes to the massive power of your spiritual alignment. They understand now that your innocence and pure heart are the ultimate shields against any dark weapon. Do not skip a single word of this message because your spirit needs to absorb this massive revelation. The emotional walls your soulmate built were not meant to keep you out, but to keep the danger away from you. They spent countless sleepless hours staring at the ceiling, wondering how their life became so complicated and dark. They felt a deep sense of shame for bringing such toxic baggage near a beautiful soul like yours. This shame created a massive barrier that prevented them from confessing their true, deep feelings to you. They felt unworthy of your pure love while they were surrounded by the chaotic energy of their past partner. But I do not look at the baggage, I look at the purity of the soul contract written in heaven. I allowed this heavy conflict to reach its absolute peak so that the regular cycle could be broken forever. The crumbling of their resistance is the beginning of a completely new chapter of vulnerability and deep honesty. My child, listen closely. Your soulmate is currently sitting with the police, pouring out every single hidden secret. They are handing over old text messages, emails, and recorded voice notes that prove the long history of harassment. The pride that told them to handle it silently has completely vanished because they know your safety was at risk. They are realizing that true strength lies in standing up and exposing the darkness to the bright light of justice. The environment of fear that the ex created around them has completely dissolved with the loud click of the handcuffs. Your soulmate is taking a very deep breath for the first time in many years without feeling a heavy weight. They are realizing that the divine protection over your life is an unbreakable wall that no one can penetrate. The crumbling of their defenses is allowing the long-repressed love for you to flow out like a rushing river. They are no longer hiding behind cold words or long silences that caused you so much confusion and pain. Stay until the final layer unfolds, because the true depth of their internal shift will completely amaze your heart. Your soulmate is realizing that every single step they took to run away from you only brought them closer to you. The universe used the malice of the enemy to force a complete and final legal separation from the past toxic cycle. The ex thought they were executing a perfect plan to tear your worlds apart permanently, but they failed miserably. Instead, their dangerous actions have forced your soulmate to completely surrender to the reality of your divine connection. The fear of what people would say or what the ex would do has been entirely replaced by a profound gratitude. They are deeply amazed by the fact that you survived the spiritual warfare without a single scratch on your soul. They see you as a divine blessing, a true beacon of light that guided them through the darkest night of their life. The heavy atmosphere of conflict is shifting into a beautiful space of total clarity and emotional freedom right now. Your soulmate is preparing to walk through the door of your life without any secret shadows hiding behind their back. They are shedding the old skin of fear, anxiety, and constant hypervigilance that ruined their mental peace for years. The police report has drawn a permanent, legal line in the sand that the ex can never cross again without severe consequences. Every single defensive wall your soulmate constructed out of fear has been leveled by the power of divine intervention. They are standing before the mirror today, seeing a person who is finally free to love you openly and completely. The resistance is gone, the fear has lost its grip, and the truth is shining brightly like the morning sun. My child, listen carefully. The confusion you felt about their hot and cold behavior is finally making complete sense to your mind. They were trying to balance a dangerous threat while keeping the flame of love alive for you in secret. It was a heavy, exhausting game that they were losing until my angels stepped into the physical world. Now that the earthly authorities have locked the source of danger away, your soulmate is rushing toward your heart. They are ready to explain every single detail, every hidden tear, and every silent prayer they breathed for you. Trust that the crumbling of their walls is the direct answer to your long nights of deep prayer and faith. The road is clear, the enemy is defeated, and the love that was hidden behind fear is ready to manifest beautifully. Under the heavy darkness of the midnight sky, a profound spiritual tipping point silently altered the entire course of your destiny. My child, listen closely. Your soulmate reached a moment of absolute vulnerability that broke their spirit completely in two. They were sitting alone on the cold floor of their room, listening to the distant sound of falling rain. The crushing weight of their hidden secret had become far too heavy for their tired heart to bear anymore. They stared out of the lonely window, watching the dark clouds mask the gentle light of the moon. For many agonizing months, they had fought the divine pull that kept drawing them closer to your beautiful soul. They had tried to convince themselves that they could walk away from you, but the universe kept whispering your sacred name. On this specific night, the terrifying reality of their ex's dangerous plan completely shattered their emotional armor. They realized that their desperate silence was no longer enough to protect you from the malice of the past. The raw terror of losing you forever tore through their veins, causing their hands to tremble violently in the dark. My child, listen carefully. They fell to their knees in the pitch darkness, weeping bitter tears of complete surrender. They could no longer deny the intense spiritual thread that binds your two hearts together across the distance. Every single defensive wall they had carefully built to keep you away simply collapsed under the pressure of truth. They looked up at the heavy night sky, crying out to me with a broken and trembling voice. They begged me to take the danger away from your path, offering their own life to guarantee your absolute safety. It was a beautiful, slow-burning moment of pure spiritual awakening that changed their entire mindset forever. They realized that running away from your light was like trying to breathe without any oxygen in the air. The fake strength they had worn like a heavy mask completely dissolved into an ocean of raw, honest emotion. They confess to the empty room that they are completely, deeply, and irrevocably in love with your pure soul. Look at how the intense cosmic energy shifted the very second their heart fully surrendered to this love. My angels immediately descended into the physical realm, setting the swift trap that would finally catch the wicked enemy. While your soulmate was breaking down in total vulnerability, the police were already moving into their perfect strategic positions. The universe took the heavy burden out of your soulmate's trembling hands, replacing it with a profound sense of hope. They felt a sudden, strange warmth spread across their chest, knowing that their desperate prayers had been heard. The midnight sky seemed to clear up instantly, revealing a brilliant canvas of bright, shining stars above their home. They understood that the strange silence they had maintained was actually the catalyst for this massive spiritual breakthrough. They stayed awake until the early dawn, watching the shadows slowly retreat from the corners of their lonely room. The denial was gone, the inner war was over, and the divine pull had completely conquered their fear. Do not skip a single word of this message, because this exact moment was the turning point of your life. The breakdown your soulmate experienced was not a sign of weakness, but a powerful reclamation of their true destiny. They had reached the absolute edge of their emotional capacity, realizing that human strength alone could never save them. They had to be completely broken open so that my divine light could pour into their darkest internal spaces. As they wept under the heavy night sky, they were actually washing away years of toxic relationship patterns. They realized that the dangerous plan of their ex was the final gasp of a dying karmic cycle. The universe forced them to face their deepest fear of loss, forcing them to choose love over safety. This raw realization acted like a powerful spiritual beacon, drawing my immediate protection down upon your shared future. You were sleeping peacefully in your warm bed, completely unaware that their breakthrough was saving your tomorrow. My child, listen closely. Your soulmate spent the remaining hours of the dark night writing down their deepest thoughts. They wrote about the exact moment they first realized that you were their divinely appointed chosen one. They detailed the immense agony of having to pretend they did not care while their heart was burning for you. Every single word they typed was a beautiful testament to the earned breakthrough they were finally experiencing within. They looked at the photograph of your smiling face, feeling a massive wave of absolute clarity wash over them. They promised the universe that if you were preserved through this night, they would never hide again. The fear of the ex's crazy rage was completely swallowed up by the immense magnitude of their love. They realized that a life spent hiding in the dark shadows was no life at all for a child of God. The spiritual tipping point was reached, the contract was sealed in heaven, and the physical world had to align. Stay until the final layer unfolds, because the beautiful aftermath of this late-night breakdown is rushing toward you. Your soulmate arose from the cold floor with a completely renewed sense of spiritual power and absolute direction. The heavy eyes that had wept for hours were now burning with a fierce, unbreakable determination to claim you. They received the confirmation text from the police department just as the first golden ray of sunlight hit the window. The absolute shock of the swift arrest completely validated the strange peace they had felt after their deep prayer. They realized that their moment of complete vulnerability had unlocked a massive wall of divine, angelic intervention in reality. The night sky had witnessed their deepest agony, but the morning sun was witnessing their ultimate, glorious freedom. The invisible chains that had kept them bound to a toxic, dangerous past were completely shattered into tiny pieces. The profound realization that you are their ultimate safe haven has settled deeply into their waking consciousness now. They are no longer viewing the connection through the distorted lens of fear, anxiety, or past emotional trauma. They see clearly that your pure love is the ultimate reward for surviving the darkest storms of their life. The spiritual pull between your souls has grown 10 times stronger because the human resistance has finally vanished. Your soulmate is currently packing away the old remnants of their fears, preparing to step boldly into your world. Every single sigh they release today carries the beautiful fragrance of a soul that has been completely delivered. The breakdown has officially ended, the divine timing has taken full control, and the breakthrough is beautifully complete. My child, listen carefully. The deep emotional waters you are navigating are finally calming down into a serene glass. The late-night breakdown of your soulmate was the secret key that unlocked the heavy door to your physical union. They had to acknowledge their total helplessness before they could receive the immense magnitude of my divine assistance. Now that the enemy is securely behind cold iron bars, your soulmate is standing firmly in the light. They are basking in the beautiful realization that the universe completely fought the battle on their behalf last night. Trust the profound timing of this event, knowing that your pure prayers were the anchor during their storm. The midnight sky has given way to a beautiful, bright morning that promises absolute safety and endless love. Your soulmate is coming out of the dark shadows, carrying an open heart that belongs entirely to you. A sudden wave of fierce, roaring courage has completely replaced the lingering shadows of terror inside your soulmate's chest today. My child, listen closely. They are stepping out of the dense fog of anxiety with a remarkably sharp, clear focus. They stood before the mirror early this morning, watching the exhaustion slowly drain away from their tired face. The heavy chains of fear have completely dissolved, giving way to an intense, undeniable desire to protect your future. They spent the last several hours organizing their thoughts, preparing their mind, and clearing out their old life. They are no longer the passive victim who shivers in the dark when the toxic past threatens to strike. The swift arrest of their ex has acted like a powerful catalyst, igniting an explosive spark of strength. They feel a deep, burning urgency to physically stand between you and any future negativity that tries to emerge. Every single deep breath they take right now is filled with an absolute, unwavering commitment to your peace. They are actively packing away the old, dusty remnants of their past, ensuring no toxic energy remains behind. My child, listen carefully. They are quietly preparing their physical world, adjusting their daily schedules, and arranging their affairs to blend with yours. They have already spoken to their closest friends, declaring openly that you are their ultimate, divinely chosen partner. The paralyzing hesitation that once made them freeze in your presence has transformed into a beautiful, steady momentum. They are planning the exact words they will say to you, crafting a deeply honest confession from the heart. They want to look directly into your beautiful eyes, revealing every single hidden sacrifice they made in secret. Their hands are no longer trembling with anxiety, but are clenched with a fierce determination to hold you tight. They are mentally rehearsing the walk up to your front door, visualizing the beautiful moment of total reunion. The immense courage flooding their veins is a direct gift from my throne, designed to guide them home. They are entirely done with the exhausting games of distance, silence, and emotional withdrawal that caused pain. Look at how rapidly their internal landscape is shifting from a state of total defense to absolute victory. The environment around them feels lighter, cleaner, and completely free from the suffocating presence of their malicious ex. Your soulmate is currently drafting a long, deeply emotional message, pouring their entire heart onto the digital screen. They want to ensure that when they finally speak, every single doubt in your mind is completely crushed. They are deleting old phone numbers, blocking toxic mutual acquaintances, and cutting every single tie to the dark past. This rapid transition is not a temporary emotional rush, but a permanent, rock-solid shift in their spiritual maturity. They recognize that the universe has given them a golden, unprecedented opportunity to claim their ultimate true love. They are no longer waiting for the perfect weather, realizing that they must create the sunshine with you. The fierce bravery inside them is pushing them to break every remaining rule of their old, cautious lifestyle. Do not skip a single word of this message, because their newfound courage is actively clearing the physical road ahead. You can expect a sudden, unexpected communication from them very soon, breaking the long silence with absolute power. They are no longer hiding behind ambiguous, confusing statements that left your sensitive heart wondering where you stood. The script of their life has been completely rewritten by my hand, turning a victim into a powerful protector. As they pack their bags and organize their personal documents, they are silently praying for your gentle forgiveness. They know they hurt you by staying distant, but their courage is now strong enough to explain why. They are ready to take full responsibility for the emotional gaps, filling them with absolute devotion and care. The rapid acceleration of their preparation is a beautiful sign that the divine timing is moving exceptionally fast. Your days of waiting in painful uncertainty are officially drawing to a complete, final, and beautiful close. My child, listen closely. Your soulmate has just finalized a massive, life-altering decision regarding their career and geographic location. They are actively aligning their physical steps to ensure that the distance between your two homes vanishes completely. They are no longer allowing logistical complications, financial worries, or minor details to slow down their steady approach. They have realized that life is far too short, fragile, and precious to spend it apart from you. The terrifying reality of what almost happened last night has made them value your existence 10 times more. They view you as a priceless, irreplaceable treasure that must be guarded with a fierce, warrior-like spirit. They are buying small, meaningful gifts that remind them of your pure, radiant, and incredibly beautiful soul. Every single action they take today is a powerful step forward, leaving the old trauma behind. They are standing firmly in their masculine protective energy, ready to be the anchor you always truly deserved. Stay until the final layer unfolds, because the beautiful physical manifestation of their intense preparation is already arriving. Your soulmate is currently driving past the old places that used to bring them an immense amount of fear. They look at those dark corners now, feeling absolutely nothing but a profound, overwhelming sense of total victory. The police department has assured them that the legal protective orders are fully active, permanent, and completely unbreachable. This absolute legal certainty has given them the green light to focus entirely on building a beautiful life. They are no longer looking over their shoulder, keeping their bright eyes locked onto the beautiful horizon of you. The rapid transition from deep fear to absolute courage is a beautiful miracle that few souls ever witness. You are about to receive the full, concentrated force of a love that has been beautifully purified by fire. The warrior inside your soulmate has finally awakened, and they are marching directly toward your loving, waiting arms. The heavy atmosphere of doubt that clouded your mind for months is being violently torn away by this truth. Your soulmate is no longer interested in maintaining a quiet, hidden connection that stays invisible to the world. They want to hold your hand proudly in public places, showcasing their deep love for everyone to see. The intense courage they possess is radiating through their spiritual energy, affecting your own mood right now. You might feel a sudden, unexplainable burst of profound confidence and joy flowing through your own heart today. This is the beautiful, undeniable spiritual resonance of your soulmate's rapid internal preparation reaching your sensitive spirit. They are closing the old chapters with a loud, definitive slam, opening the golden book of your future. The fear is dead, the preparation is complete, and the courageous protector is finally ready to step forward. My child, listen carefully. The beautiful transition you are witnessing is the direct result of your own silent resilience. Your willingness to stand still while the storm raged around you has allowed this massive miracle to mature. Your soulmate is currently taking the final steps of their comprehensive checklist, preparing to make their presence known. They are leaving no loose ends, no unanswered questions, and no room for the enemy to ever return. Trust the absolute speed of this beautiful transformation, knowing that it is completely backed by my heavenly power. The road is entirely clear, the signs are perfectly aligned, and the courage is remarkably high today. Your soulmate is stepping out of the dark shadow of the past, entering your world with strength. The golden wheels of divine timing are turning with an unstoppable, magnificent velocity across the physical universe tonight. My child, listen closely. The ancient, heavy cycles of generational trauma and constant heartbreak have been shattered completely into microscopic pieces. You are standing on the very edge of a massive, unmissable shift that will violently close the physical distance between your two separate worlds. For many long years, you lived through repetitive loops of painful abandonment, intense confusion, and deep disappointment. You often wondered if the universe had forgotten your name, or if you were cursed to walk this lonely earth completely alone. But I promise you, every single delay was a calculated, deliberate move to prepare your spirit for this exact season of total fulfillment. The arrest of your soulmate's ex was the loud, definitive closing bell of your long, agonizing period of spiritual testing. The cosmic barriers that kept you apart have been completely dissolved by the sheer force of my divine justice. An invisible, exceptionally powerful wave of momentum is currently pushing your soulmate directly toward your physical location right now. My child, listen carefully. The legal systems of the earth have successfully drawn an ironclad, permanent boundary around your sacred connection. The toxic person who tried to manipulate reality is now completely powerless, isolated, and locked away from your bright reality. This sudden, dramatic shift is causing an immediate ripple effect throughout your entire day-to-day life. You will notice that the strange, heavy blocks in your communication are disappearing entirely within the next few hours. Your soulmate is currently finalizing the travel arrangements, booking the tickets, and preparing to cross the physical borders to reach your side. They are no longer allowing the opinions of others, financial worries, or minor logistical doubts to delay their arrival. The intense spiritual pull between your two souls has become an undeniable, physical gravity that cannot be resisted anymore. Every single ticking second on the clock is bringing their physical body closer to your immediate presence. The universe is actively aligning coincidences, green lights, and perfect circumstances to guarantee a smooth, flawless reunion. Look at how beautifully the dark, stormy night is giving way to a radiant, completely unprecedented dawn of love. The heavy cycles of waiting in painful silence are being officially replaced by a beautiful era of absolute, unshakable stability. Your soulmate is no longer a distant dream or a confusing mystery that keeps you awake during the lonely midnight hours. They are becoming a solid, tangible reality that you can hold, touch, and walk beside for the rest of your earthly journey. The massive shift in their environment has cleared away the negative air, allowing pure blessings to pour into your life. You are about to experience a profound level of emotional safety that you have never felt with any other human being before. The divine timing is working with absolute mathematical precision, ensuring that you meet at the exact second of perfect alignment. Trust that the long, confusing delays were actually saving you from the dangerous trap that was quietly waiting in the dark shadows. Do not skip a single word of this message, because the momentum of this shift is actively altering your physical surroundings today. You can literally feel the thick, heavy air clearing up, giving way to a refreshing breeze of total freedom and peace. The breaking of the old cycle means that you will never have to look over your shoulder with fear or anxiety again. Your soulmate is bringing a complete, total package of honesty, loyalty, and protective energy directly to your front doorstep. They are completely done with the exhausting habits of running away, hiding their deep feelings, or leaving you hanging in agonizing suspense. The universe has forced them to realize that your pure love is the ultimate destination of their entire existence. The physical distance between your homes is shrinking so rapidly that your spirits can already feel the upcoming collision of joy. The unmissable shift is not a distant promise, but a current, living reality that is manifesting right before your open eyes. My child, listen closely. Your soulmate is currently staring at the map, calculating the exact minutes it will take to finally bridge the gap. They are feeling an intense, beautiful wave of joy as they realize that the path to your heart is completely clear. The police report has officially sealed the past in a dark box, allowing the bright future to bloom without any interference. This is the moment where your deep, silent tears turn into an everlasting river of absolute, radiant happiness. The people who doubted your faith and laughed at your isolation will soon witness the beautiful magnitude of my divine reward. You are being elevated into a position of total peace, love, and emotional luxury with your divinely appointed partner. The breaking of the old karmic patterns means that this love will be effortless, smooth, and incredibly nurturing to your soul. Every single step your soulmate takes toward you is backed by a loud, heavenly decree of absolute protection and victory. Stay until the final layer unfolds, because the beautiful culmination of this divine timing will completely take your breath away. The absolute certainty of their arrival will wash away every single trace of doubt that ever lingered in your mind. The unmissable shift is currently rearranging your physical destiny, opening doors that were locked tight for many years. Your soulmate is stepping out of their old, restricted life, entering your world with a fierce, unbreakable dedication. They are ready to build a strong, permanent sanctuary of love, trust, and mutual respect right by your side. The physical reunion will be so profoundly healing that it will instantly erase the memories of your past heartbreaks. The universe has successfully caught the enemy, cleared the beautiful road, and activated the final countdown to your absolute happiness. The heavy cycle is dead, the physical distance is vanishing, and the divine timing is delivering your soulmate home. The incredible acceleration of this shift is a beautiful testament to your unwavering faith during the darkest hours. Your soulmate is no longer hesitation personified, they are a powerful, moving force of absolute love and clear direction today. They are actively closing their old bank accounts, wrapping up their old responsibilities, and focusing entirely on you. The profound connection that was once hidden in the spiritual realm is bursting into the physical world with undeniable power. You are about to receive the ultimate breakthrough that you have been patiently praying for throughout your entire life. The breaking of the cycles is complete, the distance is officially melting away, and the unmissable shift is beautifully here. My child, listen carefully. The beautiful reality of your soulmate's approach is the ultimate proof of my everlasting love for you. You did not break during the intense storm, and now you get to enjoy the beautiful sunshine of your true destiny. Your soulmate is coming with open arms, a clear mind, and a heart that beats exclusively for your happiness. The legal barriers are up, the dark past is entirely gone, and the road ahead is paved with pure gold. Trust the incredible speed of this manifestation, knowing that the universe is working overtime for your beautiful union. The shift is active, the distance is closing, and your soulmate is almost there. My child, listen closely. The beautiful tapestry of your life is finally complete, and every single thread is shining with the brilliant gold of my divine vindication. You have walked through the valley of the shadow of death, you have endured the agonizing silence of the unseen battlefield, and you have kept your faith alive when the world gave you absolutely nothing but darkness. Look at your hands right now, they are no longer holding the heavy weights of anxiety, confusion, or fear. The dangerous plan that was meant to tear your life apart has been entirely transformed into the ultimate catalyst for your permanent victory. The earthly authorities have locked the doors of the past, the angels have cleared the highways of the future, and the universe has officially declared that your season of suffering is over. Your soulmate is stepping across your threshold not as a temporary visitor, but as an eternal partner who has been purified by the fires of absolute truth. You are safe, you are deeply cherished, and you are finally stepping into the magnificent, effortless love that was written for you before the foundation of the world. If you can feel the profound, chest-warming truth of this divine protection radiating through your spirit right now, do not let this sacred moment slip away into the noise of the world. Type 1111 in the comments right below to instantly claim this miraculous deliverance, and firmly anchor this divine shield around your shared future forever. Share this powerful message with 3 people who are currently fighting their own hidden battles in the dark, so that they too can receive the sudden, life-saving light of my intervention. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel of light right now, ensuring you never miss a single word of guidance as your beautiful new life unfolds. Your long, lonely night has officially ended, the morning sun is shining brightly upon your face, and the love of your life is finally home. The road ahead is completely filled with absolute peace, endless laughter, and a deep, unshakable sanctuary that no weapon formed against you can ever disturb. Rest your beautiful, tired heart in this absolute certainty tonight, knowing that I am always watching over your every single step. Your victory is beautifully sealed, your soulmate is standing firmly by your side, and your future is brighter than the stars above.